I'm here with Jackie Bertone. Thanks for being here at this event.
My pleasure, Paul. Thank you for reaching out and helping the children and keeping the music in the schools where it belongs. And thank you for your support.
So tell us a little bit about your personal musical journey.
Started out, I'm born and raised with an Armenian-Italian family. My mom and father grew up listening to Latin music, Tito Puente, Fania All-Stars, Celia Cruz. And so the love of Latin music was instilled in my body. My mom never gave me sticks in lieu of marring up the furniture, so she bought me a little pair of bongo drums like we all had growing up, the little two-tone ones with the tacks around them. And I can't tell you how many times I have ruined records by running the needle back and forth and learning and emulating the sound. I'm a self-taught player. And then basically honed my craft, and in probably the I would say like 77, I started working with a big Christian jazz group, famous group called Seawind. And with Pauline Wilson, Bob Wilson, and the boys that turned out to be the Seawind Horns, which were Michael Jackson's horn section. And through that introduction with David Garibaldi, Tower Power's drummer, and got to be good friends with Emilio Castillo, the founder of Tower Power. It's actually going on 48 years this year. And I joined them on stage December 17, 1979. And the rest is history, as they say. Spent 4 years with them on the road. And then the money ran out, and so did the percussionist. So that's it. That's basically it, where it's going from there. So,
now your percussion is heard on a lot of albums, right?
Thankfully, yes. Throughout the years, my legacy stems deep with the Beach Boys, and I'm working with them since 1988, and then from there moved on with different situations with Kenny G, Earth, Wind and Fire, Kenny Loggins. The list goes down the line. I forget sometimes who I work with. And then I really fell in love with the studio, and the studio has been my friend. I mean, I always tell everybody else, when the lights go down and the audience is gone, the show's over with. But when you are blessed to work with the luminaries in the industry, and your music will be here for generations to come, well beyond our time here, that's a dream. And so, and I was also diagnosed back in 1996 with multiple sclerosis, which has not really slowed me up, but has kept me from traveling as much as I wanted to. As they say, God God works in mysterious ways, and so it didn't change my musical career. It altered it, and put me back in the studio where I love being and where I'm most creative. And I do a lot of stuff what is called being a pickup artist. So when living out here in the Temecula Valley, when a lot of the major bands come into town at Pella Casino, at Pachanga, Thornton Winery, they'll call up and say, if you're available, we'd love to join you because we're not bringing percussion on this tour. So I'll get that fun vibe of the immediate reaction from the audience. But again, I find myself, levitating back to the studio, which is in my home.
So what brought you to Temecula Valley?
Orange County. We could no longer live in Orange County. It was a rat race, for the lack of a better word. We wanted a one-story home to accommodate my handicap. Couldn't afford a home in Orange County, so my sister-in-law would always rent a bus. Every May, we would come up to the wineries, and we fell in love with it up here. We moved to French Valley, Winchester, and we built our home out here. And as I say, going on 9 years this coming December. Yeah, next month it will be 9 years here, so we love it.
Well, Tim says you're needed on the stage in a minute, so let me ask you one quick question. This program, of course, benefits local high schools and their programs. What advice would you have for the kids that are going to benefit from this?
Choose your instrument. Don't be forced to choose an instrument that your parents or somebody told you that you should be playing. Find that groove. If it takes you years to find that instrument that is part of your soul, stick with it. Just try to stay with one instrument. Hone that instrument. And when you feel that you're ready to move forward in that instrument, there'll be other people out there that tell you you're not ready to move forward. So don't give up. Keep your mind straight. Keep music in your heart. Keep drugs out of your body. And know that music is for the greater good. It's music which makes the world go around. It's international, in my personal opinion.
Joey Bertone, thank you so much for your support and for your example.
My pleasure. Peace to music. All right? Good.
Thanks.